So first of all, let me introduce myself. I'm working in the search engine marketing industry for 12 years now. In fact, I'm working on search engine optimization even before Google existed. So everything has changed when Google arrived, of course. In 1999, I founded the search engine marketing agency Publicity Web. I then sold my company to the High Media Group in 2005. I stayed as a marketing director for High Media Belgium and Publicity Web until 2008. And since then, now, I created a new agency called KnewLedge, and we are working on performance marketing. That means that we still are working a lot on search engine marketing, but with a clear focus on generating conversions for the advertisers, for our clients. Okay, let me introduce also Raphael, there. So he's working with me as a senior account strategist. In fact, it's the second time we are working together, as he was working with me at Publicity Web. Then he left for Net Society, one of the biggest the Dutch search engine marketing agency. And then he came back to work with me at KnewLedge. We both are qualified AdWords professionals, but also we together have the Microsoft Ad Excellence certification. That means that we manage already different campaigns for some of our clients, and we did pass the exams of Microsoft successfully. Okay, so as we are a small group, please interact with us, ask your questions. We have the chance to be a very small group, so let's take the opportunity to share information and trying to have an open discussion. Okay, so today we are going to talk about Bing and how to start search advertising on Bing. Well, we hope that at the end of this presentation you will be able to maybe start yourself an advertising campaign on Bing. Otherwise, I hope that you will fully understand what is Microsoft Ad Center. Okay, let's start. Let's start with Bing, and let's start to make a query on Bing. So here it's Bing France, and I type Crédit Auto. Let's see what we get. Of course, we get natural results, but also advertising, sponsored links, at the top and at the right of the results. This is for France. Let's have a look at what is going on in Belgium. Belgium in French, same query, Crédit Auto. We get also sponsored links, but coming from France. Now let's do the same in Dutch, still in Belgium. Okay, same query in Dutch. But we get sponsor links, but coming from the Netherlands. Okay, what the hell is going on in Belgium? Well, in fact, in Belgium, we do not yet have the Microsoft Ad Center. So at the moment, Bing is delivering sponsored links from Yahoo Search Marketing, in French Search Marketing, Yahoo Search Marketing France, and for Dutch, Yahoo Search Marketing Netherlands. In France, they already are using Microsoft Ad Center. Personally, I think Bing is not going to gain any market share as long as they are proposing results in the sponsored links coming from France or the Netherlands. For the user, the experience might be quite deceptive, as the results are not relevant. Same in Dutch. So It is very important for Bing now to make a clear move to Microsoft Ad Center and propose decent results for the users, but also for the advertisers. As for the advertisers, it's truly impossible to target correctly the Belgian market at the moment. Now, well, what's the point of this presentation if we are not able as an advertiser nor as user to have decent results? Well, there is something big coming up, the Search Alliance. In fact, Yahoo and Search and Microsoft are now working together. They say it's a major initiative between the two companies to create a competitive choice in search. Well, the competitor is Google, of course, for the advertisers and the consumers. Now, Microsoft will manage the technology platforms for the natural search, but also for the paid search. That means that Yahoo and this agreement will last for at least 10 years. That means for me that all Yahoo technology will somehow disappear. Remember, Yahoo bought a few years ago the technology from AltaVista, from Inktomi, to try to make a decent search engine called Yahoo Search. Now we will have the Bing technology for the natural search. Same for the Yahoo Search marketing results. Yahoo bought a few years ago the company Adverteren, previously known as Go.com, or Go.to, I don't know. Go.to or Go.com. Well, anyway, it was Adverteren, but Yahoo bought Adverteren, and now they are letting down Adverteren technology, and they will be offering the Ad Center technology. And as the agreement will last for 10 years, I think we are assisting to the death of some technologies. The Inktomi, AltaVista technologies are dying now. The Adverteren technology is dying now. And it's going to be a big fight as Microsoft becomes the only alternative choice against Google. So in this case, we will see a huge fight, and it will be a fight like David against Goliath. Goliath being Google, and the giant Microsoft being David. So I think we are going to have something quite interesting in the coming years. Let's have a look now at the market shares in France. We see that together, Bing and Yahoo have only 7% of the market. Let's have a look now at the market shares in the US. Bing and Yahoo together have 30% of the market. So that's quite interesting. Now back in Belgium, let's have a look at the top sites in Belgium from the Alexa ranking. In the third position comes live.com, the previous name of Bing. So this is in the third position, somehow Bing. Then in the 6th and 7th position come MSN.com and Yahoo.com. Remember, MSN.com, of course, is delivering the technology of Bing, and Yahoo will also, in the coming months, delivering the technology of Bing. Now, all together, they might be well in the second position in the coming months or years. Maybe not before Facebook, well, we will see. At least together, they will gain certainly an interesting place on the market. Now let's imagine what could be the situation within 2 years. MSN is still the largest portal in Belgium. MSN is actually, at the moment, the largest portal. They are still gaining shares of the market. So I don't see any reason why MSN in 2 years' time wouldn't be still the first portal in Belgium. Second point, Bing has gained market shares. Of course, As we heard this morning, Bing will probably get out of beta during 2011 in Belgium, maybe early 2012. So Bing will offer new functionalities as they are offering already in the US market. So we can suppose that with a real good user experience, Bing will gain some market shares by itself. Then Yahoo, imagine that Yahoo opens Yahoo Belgium. These are still rumors, but I've heard that already several times, that Yahoo, powered by the technology of Microsoft, will be now concentrate on opening new markets, especially in Europe. And as we don't have Yahoo in the Netherlands or Yahoo Belgium, my guess is that within 2 years we will have Yahoo Belgium. So a second very large portal in Belgium. All these 3 points together means that Microsoft will certainly gain market shares. And we might think about something between 10% up to 20% of market shares for Bing in 2 years, maybe 3. I'm making a guess, I don't know, but this might be possible and a real serious alternative to Google. Now let's see what Microsoft is saying about the audience. Well, some figures for France, 9.2 million unique visitors per day, 68% are looking for information for an online purchase at least 3 times per month, 77% bought on the internet during the last 6 months. Bing users spend 26 more than the average web user. Again, these are figures from Microsoft. Then, still about the audience, Bing users spend 17% more time on the destination site than the average French internet users, while Bing users are 54% more likely to convert than the average French users and 61% more than the Google users. Again, cannot verify these figures. These are coming from Microsoft. Then let's have a look at the audience profile. Well, we have 54% of the audience between 25 and 49 years old. 50% are men, 50% are women. Seems to be a good, well-balanced audience for Microsoft. That's it. No more interesting. A strong visibility of the sponsored links. Microsoft claims that 42% of the users of Bing are watching the sponsored link, against 25% only for Google. Now again, these are figures from Microsoft, but I tend to believe these figures. Why? Just because Microsoft Bing is proposing 4 links at the top of the natural results instead of maximum 3 for Google. So of course, as you gain more space at the top of the natural results, you see the heat map. You see the heat map there. The top left part of a page, a search result page, is the most important. If you put 4 links there, only 3 links there, of course you gain more visibility for the sponsor links. So now let's start the practical part. Raphael will now explain you how to start really practically a campaign on Microsoft Ad Center.
Here is the real technical part of this presentation. First of all, some of you already announced on advertising as AdWords, Microsoft? No? You're the only one to advertise on AdWords, so? Okay. Okay. You will see that if you use with AdWords, it will be really easy to advertise on Microsoft. And even if you never used AdWords, it will be really easy to advertise on Bing also. So Microsoft advertising is a CPC system. You all know about CPC. You want to explain it? Yes?
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. So CPC is cost per click. Is this exactly the same system than for AdWords? You pay only for the clicks you get. And your ad rank is determined not only by the CPC, because the more you bid on a keyword, the more you can be placed on higher position, but also by the quality. Again, it's the same as AdWords. The only difference is that on AdWords you have a quality score, so you have a number beside your keywords, 8 on 10, 9 on 10, to evaluate the quality of your keywords. And on Microsoft you cannot evaluate the quality, you just have to guess it and try to improve it. So the quality depends of course your ad relevance, the relevance between your ads and your keywords, with your landing page. So be careful about writing a good ad associated with the good keywords and leading to the good landing page where your keywords are just written again. Also, the value of your goods and your service will be taken into account. So if you have an original product with a nice price and a good service or unique service, you will be advantaged by Microsoft advertising. The performance of your keywords and ads will also be taken into account. So it's the click-through rate, so the report between impressions and clicks. The higher it is, and the best position you will get for the same CPC. So with those three parameters, we can easily say that it's quite exactly the same as AdWords. You know that on AdWords, your ad rank equals the CPC multiplied by your quality score. So it's quite the same in this case. The structure of the campaigns are also exactly the same as in AdWords. You have a campaign containing one or more ad groups, containing each one or more ad, containing again each one or more keywords. So no surprise here. Again, your account structure, you have one company account in which you can have more than one account. So it's the equivalent of the MCC from Google. And then campaigns and everything else. So practically, how to start? Big surprise here, just go to the homepage of Microsoft Advertising and click on Sign Up Now. You have a preview of all the steps you will to pass to create your account. So you will have to target your customers, create your ads, enter your keywords, set your budget, and then confirm. To create the account, you must create a campaign. So you will train to create a small campaign with one ad, some ad groups, and some ads. This will be a good training for the future. Here is it. Target your customers. You will have the choice between only 6 markets. So countries associated with languages, and for now, as you know, there is no other option. Maybe in the future, I guess. So choose your country language. Later, when your campaign is created, you will be able to choose more deeply state, provinces, or cities also. Now, create your ad. This is an important part of your campaign because your ad needs to be attractive, compelling, and as with AdWords. The number of characters are exactly the same as in AdWords, except that for the ad text you have 1 line of 70 characters, and in AdWords you have 2 lines with 35 characters. This will be really easy later if you already have some AdWords campaign to import them directly in Microsoft. Just a few clicks and your campaigns are online from Google. That's really nice. Then you display URL and destination URL. That's the place to insert your tracking parameter for just analytics or what you want.
Okay. Is there like keyword insertion in the same way than in AdWords?
Yeah, we will talk about it a bit later. Then you have to choose your keywords. You have several ways to enter your keywords. You can enter them manually, or just use the keyword tool, find keywords. You enter, for example, Crédit Auto, and then it gives you some queries with the impressions. Sometimes it gives you also the CTR and the average CPC, which is quite interesting. You can also, of course, search from a website, for example, use your website in it, and you will find some of the keywords. And also a tip that we can give to you is to search the Wikipedia page related to your subject, and you will find some good keywords also. Now, the budget. Now you only have the choice to choose monthly budgets, but afterwards you will have the choice between monthly budget and daily budget, so it's also quite the same as AdWords. It's time also to choose your default bid, but don't worry, you will be able to change everything once your campaigns are created. So just estimate it now, you will change it afterwards. Okay, so you have a review of all your data, ad, details of the campaigns, budget, bids, languages, keywords. So you can just check if everything is okay. If needed, you click back and try again. And now the big one, company information and payment information. Unfortunately, Gerald did not enter his credit card number. That's not fair. And for now, you can only pay by Visa and also by PayPal. That's quite new. And in the near future, we guess that we can pay via bank transfer. So to be sure that your ad is accepted, you will have to follow the editorial guidelines about style, so grammar, punctuation, spellings, of course. Content, you cannot advertise for weapons, alcohol, tobaccos, and as on all pay-per-click platforms. Be careful about your website functionalities. You cannot force people to register before seeing any content. Your website cannot be under construction, and you cannot force to download any software and everything else. But you have a full list on the Microsoft website that will take you more hours to read everything. So about the character limits, we already see some details. I will not speak about the keyword insertion that Gabriel mentioned. The keyword insertion is a powerful tool that allows you to replace some words of your ads by the query of the user, with the big advantage that that word will appear in bold and will make your ad more compelling, more targeted to the query. With Microsoft advertising, you have to be careful, because if the query is too long, to respect the characters, your ad will be not shown. So be sure to enter default keywords in the keyword insertion. You have also other option of keyword insertion as a parameter insertion, which is quite different and quite advanced, so we will not talk about it today. So review the editorial style, so correct capitalization, of course, no special characters. As for Google AdWords, you have some restriction with points and characters. Respect punctuation, spelling, grammar, price code, and call to action. Be careful with the prices, because Microsoft pay a lot of attention to the price mentioned in the ad and the price mentioned on your website. It's quite quick. If you make a mistake, your ad will be disapproved immediately. So that's a point to pay attention with. As most of the pay-per-click and web marketing platform, you cannot advertise for adult content, alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and the list is here. I will not read everything. So about bidding, your bid will be one of the most important factors to your ad position, of course, with of course your quality score, and the most your quality will be higher, the less you will pay for the same position. You will have some different bidding options and tools. So as in AdWords, again, you will have 3 match options, broad, phrase, and exact. The difference in Microsoft advertising is that you can choose all the 3 matches for one single keyword. In AdWords, you have to enter 3 different keywords with each match. Here, you can just check the box, broad, phrase, and exact, and choose one bid for each matching.
How different are the average CPCs compared to Google?
Much lower.
How much lower is it?
You will see we will make a comparison after with the same keywords and campaigns. You will see that's quite a lot. You always have to set a maximum bid price, so it's the maximum amount you would like to pay for the click. But we recommend to set different CPC for each keyword. By default, you have the same keyword for all campaign, all ad groups. So you have some interesting tool, for example, the keyword bid estimator, that gives you the bid you should have to be at the first position. So you can click on a button and you will set automatically all keywords with the appropriate bid to be on the number 1. Be careful, some CPC are quite expensive for the first position. You risk to have some CPC at 40, 50, 60 euro. Yeah, it's not the same as I just said, but so just review your change and validate or not. Be careful about it. You have also the incremental bid that allows you to bid much higher on some categories of people. You can choose by age, gender, cities, country, location, language, day of the week, hours of the week, of the day. So you can combine multiple bids with multiple factors. For example, if you want to bid more for only young people on the Wednesday afternoon, you can do it. Much easy. So Microsoft advertising is quite similar to Google AdWords, of course. So they have the same kind of geo-targeting, time targeting. They also have a conversion tracking that is exactly the same. You have just to put a pixel on your conversion page. You can use dynamic text, and you also have an ad preview tool. But with the difference to AdWords is that you can choose your location on the ad preview tools. So if you are not in your location, you won't see your ad even if you use the ad preview tool. So that's quite sometimes difficult to be sure that your ads are shown. Now, what is not similar or not really similar to AdWords is that you can target your content and search campaign by gender and age, which is only possible on the content network with Google. But it's not working quite well because people have to be logged in with their Live ID account or Google account. So not so much people are surfing with their ID connected. So it's an option for later. You have also some interesting tools. The first is Microsoft Advertising Intelligence that integrates completely in your Excel. So it's a new tab on your Excel, and you just have to click on the different options to search all keywords you want, organize them by campaign and groups, set the CPC, and then import them there directly to Microsoft Ad Center. As for Google, you have Google the editor. Sorry. You also have Microsoft Ad Center Desktop. It's exactly the same as Google Editor. You can do all your tasks offline and then upload them on the account. You can copy paste all your data and also get your performance alerts that you set up before.
Okay, now as promised, this is a case study to compare results coming from the Ad Center and Google AdWords. So we used here to compare exactly the same advertiser with the same campaign, the same period and the same target, which is France. So what we can see, first of all, with a very low volume of impressions compared to AdWords. Then of course, the number of clicks is following the same trend, with only 10% of the clicks we get on AdWords on the Ad Center campaign. Then let's see the CTR. We have a higher CTR on AdWords and a lower on Ad Center. Well, this can be explained by the fact that we are spending really less time on Ad Center optimization than on AdWords optimization. Then what is interesting is the average CPC for the campaign. We have only 22 cents per click in average instead of 69 cents for AdWords. And this is, for me, the main difference, is that as you have low volume, but you have really fewer competitors. So, of course, you don't need to bid a lot to get very good positions. You see, of course, the budget is completely different. You can work with a very small budget. This is for France, yes. But you get a really good position even if the average CPC is lower. Then, of course, we measure the conversions. Well, it's quite low compared with AdWords in terms of volume, but of course, with a very low CPC, we get a cost per acquisition, per action, lower than for AdWords, even if the conversion rate is also lower. So I think on competitive markets, well, not yet in Belgium, but if you go in France or in the UK or on the US market, it's quite interesting to add an Ad Center campaign in addition of your AdWords campaign, because, well, you get low volume, but you get very interesting cost per acquisition. Now, as Raphael said before, it's pretty easy to convert a Google AdWords campaign into a Microsoft campaign. First of all, you need simply to download the Excel template from the Ad Center, then copy-paste your ads and keywords into the templates, as the template is not exactly the same than for AdWords. Then upload the filled Excel template directly into Ad Center, or you can also copy-paste into the Ad Center desktop tool and then upload. So my strategy for that kind of campaigns is simply, if you have good running AdWords campaign targeting a demand in France and UK, simply make a copy-paste of the good working keywords and ads and put them into the Ad Center. It will cost you nearly nothing compared to AdWords because the volumes are very low, but you get very good conversions at low CPA. Now some URLs to start a campaign. Just go to adcenter.microsoft.com. Also, if you want to find all the resources concerning the Ad Center, you need to go to advertising.microsoft.com. You'll find there the Learning Center with interesting video and tutorials. You will find all the tools available for downloads, and you will also find the Ad Excellence, which is the certification program of Microsoft. Thank you.